I don't get nervous, but I'm starting to get a bit shaky, you know what I mean? I'm a little bit weak. I don't get nervous, but I'm starting to get a bit shaky, you know what I mean? I'm a little bit weak.
What's up, listeners? You're tuned in to the Most Humble Show with BMAC and Trill Humble.
I don't know, either way, I don't need to go astray. Temptation around the corner, I don't wanna be a goner. Lord, show me how to pray.
Lord, show me how to pray.
Heyo, you're tuned in the Most Humble Show. I guess we'll classify this as a local legend. Jeff Hippauf in the building. And Brian, what's up? How are you feeling?
What's up, everybody? It's BMAC. Hope you're having a blessed day. I'm good.
Hey, everybody. Jeff Hippauf. How's it going?
What's going on, Jeff? Tell us a little bit about yourself. And we already talked about music, and we don't like the same kind of music. But maybe we like the same kind of food. What kind of food do you like, Jeff?
I eat just about anything. My favorite food probably goes down sauerkraut. So that tells you right there I'm not a normal person.
Wow. Sauerkraut, your favorite food.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
What an incredible guy. And tell us a little bit about yourself or what we can expect to hear from you today in between classic tunes that I choose. Of different variety of genres, not just rap, don't worry.
Yeah, so I am a mechanical engineer by trade, by education. I've worked as manufacturing engineering for a while. Right now I'm big in trying to get local community members together, trying to make them aware of the truth and connect with one another as we did pre-2020 and in better ways than we did pre-2020. So that's what I'm really working on now, and that's what I'm passionate right now.
Awesome, man. So when we come back, we're talking a little about the truth.
Girl, you're too rude. You're too rude for your own good. You're too rude, girl. You're too rude for your own good. You're too rude, girl. You're too rude. You're too rude, girl. You're too rude. Yeah, you can put it on me. I'll take the blame with that walk so mean. See how you got your name. Mama called her baby trouble. Dismiss his lips on mischief. Kisses that give struggle. Girl, you're too rude. You're too rude for your own good. You're too rude, girl. You're too rude for your own good. A girl named Trouble. Here she come, here she go. A girl named Trouble. Here she come now. A girl named Trouble. Here she come now. A girl named Trouble. Here she come, there she go. You're too rude, girl. You're too rude. 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 She needs to be treated like a queen, but you'll use her like a pawn in a scheme. Then tell your checkmate. Don't go looking for trouble. When she walking by, don't let your neck break, cause you're taking a double. Cause she's looking good, she's looking fly. She wanna catch your eye, but she's up to no good. You never wish you would. She's gonna make you cry. Girl, you're too rude.
Actually, Matt, I kind of want to be a writer.
You're too rude, girl. You're too rude for your own good.
We're ready for you. His speech is called Go For It. Now, he's used to big groups, so make him feel like there's a crowd here.
I'm just a man. Come on up, buddy. We follow God plan.
All right, how's everybody? Good.
Only one thing that can mean me never come in here with no backup. If I want chance, we get me one seat. Me take it and gone. 24 hours, me dep on my job. That you just go hard, Lord. Overtime for the father's business. Rise above them bars and limits. Diligence in all I give it. Got no time for the talk and gimmicks. To all my critics and all my cynics. Shut behind my back boy, my face them crickets. Win ball, them a place off with it. Me hit like Laura Gill, Siobhan Greenwich. Record minutes. I'm on the road, another level now. Mama, hope you watching now. Told you I'ma make you proud. As if I'm me one against the crowd, and then tell me if I take it on me, turn it up louder. We come on and down. We don't fear them at down.
So when you said truth, you mean like Jesus is the truth, or you mean like in pre-20, said pre-2020, right? I agree with, I think what you're saying, but I don't think what you're saying is what I was saying. So I'm, side note to listeners, I believe Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light. But what were you talking about when you were saying truth and pre-2020? Those different things set off alarms in people nowadays. I feel like, is it a hesitation to return to the past or a fear of where we're at now? I'm not sure. But I think people should appreciate their freedoms, right? So I don't want to lead the listener, and I don't want to lead the witness. Tell us what's going on, dude. Speak to us from where you're at.
So, even pre-2020, the freedoms that we consider our freedoms is again an illusion and not the full truth. The full truth comes from acquiring all the knowledge, being open before you acquire that knowledge to openness and in a state of desire for that knowledge. That state, among others, is called love, more or less. And from that state of love, only from that state of love, can we be open and willing to accept the new knowledge of the truth. And really, it's nothing new. It's just relatively new to us. Truth is objective. Truth is not relative. I don't have a truth. Ben doesn't have a truth. We all have the shared truth. That is what is reality. And from understanding and gaining knowledge of that truth, we will then realize that we are sovereign beings. And only from then can we start to act on that knowledge and that understanding in the truth, in alliance with the truth, and then and only then can we manifest true freedom.
This is Paint the Truth by Jay Monty, featuring Ty Brazel.
Made it through the fire. Father, take me higher. Did it all for my home. Made it through my foe. Staying true to my soul. Paint the truth for my soul, yeah. Through the fire, made it through the flame. Paint the truth for my soul, yeah. Had to pray for about 100 days. Paint the truth for my soul, yeah. Every time I thought on Jesus' name. Paint the truth for my soul, so glad I made it out. So glad I made it out.
Back on the go for all of y'all who thought it was over. Blocking the road, the roadblock, stopping the chauffeur. Follow the flow, I won't stop, knocking them over. Lo and behold, I'm the prodigal soldier. Go for the gold, I was caught in a holster. Bumping into the ceiling, losing the feeling. Had me feeling like I'm a villain, but I'm still in it. The industry still wicked, need a meal ticket if you real. Feel timid, they gon' kill quicker than a drill. I came through the fire, they choose the liar. They bruise my mind, I break through they blinders. They flew to higher heights, I'm on fire. Penicillin wasn't healing my scars, still in the storm. Yeah, now I'm pinning penitentiary bars, prison reform. This isn't normal, it's gangland, the game plan is praying hands, keep it on me. Satan fled, he brain dead, label heads, break bread and leave you hungry. Tummy aching, stomach faking, money scraping, something sacred, son of David. Grandma said don't let them break you. I'm so glad I made it through.
Made it through the fire. Made it through the fire. Take me higher. Did it all for my home. Made it through my foe. Staying true to my soul. Paint the truth for my soul, yeah.
So if you want to meet and talk about Jesus being the truth, you come over here on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, 6 to 7. We'll play some reggae, and we'll talk about the local community as well. In the house today, we have Jeff Hippauf, right? I got his name right. Jeff, did your group meet in person?
Again, it's not my group. We don't really have a name solidified yet. We came to being a group through a website called Freedom Cells, which is a larger network of people who are slowly awaking and becoming more awake to the world around us and to ourselves as individuals. So we found ourselves through the website, and then we took our communications off the website and in person. So currently we're meeting twice a month, once virtually, once in person, if not more frequently than that.
Says here, we are 29,101 individuals working together to create more liberty in our communities. Freedomcells.org. Is this the website?
That is.
Nice. I think it would be cool if you guys had like a clock ticker here or whatever, and the one could like change, be a 2, do you know what I mean? And like it was and then growing. Unfortunately, that's what our debt clock looks like right now. And so eventually that is going to have some real repercussions for our country. What do you foresee for 2022?
2022, definitely more authority, definitely more overreach and inreach, both externally to our bodies and internally to our bodies. What's coming is the powers that be want to control every facet of life that is on this planet. Again, both inside and outside our human bodies.
Yeah, I can't. It's funny because according to the Bible and Revelation, there's prophecies that are being fulfilled even right here, right now, today. And I know, you spoke earlier, and that doesn't line up with your beliefs. But it's ironic because in some ways it really does. And that I think the only person who can stand up for themselves would be yourself, right? But then there's people like those aborted. There would be people like those. I'm disabled, but someone even more disabled than me. They couldn't use their hands. Whatever. There's people who can only move their neck that are counting on someone. Live for those people and fight for your freedoms for those people. Because even though you might think they don't have as much or can't do as much, they want to see people. I'm sure, I can't walk, I can't go different things, but I still want to see people play football. I still want to see people be active. I still want to see people play sports without masks. I feel like the reason we got here is because people didn't take a stance, and it's important to take a stance. And I think 2022 will be a year to choose a hill to die on. Which is not necessarily to say you'll die, but choose a cause that you believe you'll die for or die with, or something that you'd want to at least live for, right? And the opportunity to live is what freedom presents. People being trapped inside, buying things and having it sent to them, I think can only last so long before they'll realize they're not happy. This is Everything Hits at Once, Spoon.
Don't say a word. The last one still stinging. Back on my mind, I feel that phone ringing. And there is
We're live here with Jeff Hippauf talking about freedoms, talking about freedomcells.org. And most recently, he shared an article with me about the metaverse, which is weird because we were talking about the metaverse before you sent me this, so I appreciate that. TheLastAmericanVagabond.com. Shout them out. So, what are your thoughts in the metaverse, Brian?
I think it's evil. I said I think it's evil. I think it's a way to control real life and make people just stay home. And I mean, we had that article we saw the other day about the guy going in and groping a lady on there, and then proceeding to do some other disgusting sexual acts. So, his response to it was like, well, I can't do that in real life or I'll get in trouble, but I can do it on here. So it's going to be people fulfilling like their desires, and there you go, some sick ones, in this virtual world. I don't see it being a positive thing. I see it being a downfall to society, definitely. I mean, we're humans. We're supposed to interact with other people.
All right, and now for our older listeners who don't even know, though, what they're supposed to be picturing, Jeff, why don't you give us a more objective description what the metaverse is proposed to be? Then you can break down what you, like Brian, I'm sure you might believe similar to us. But for our listeners out there who have no clue, right, who think the metaverse is a word. Literally, that's it. They don't know. What is the metaverse?
So in Derek Brose's article in The Last American Vagabond, he goes into the origin of why they chose the name Meta. It was in a book. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. It was in a book called Snow Crash. And the main character, Hero, exists in a futuristic landscape where people hop in and out of an alternate universe made up of augmented reality and virtual reality. And if anybody's ever seen the movie Surrogates with Bruce Willis, I don't know, it was 2007, 2008, where the humans in that world jump into these pods and then their robot alternatives come to life, and that's who goes about the daily lives. So they just use these robot surrogates to go about their daily lives. Well, this isn't a physical surrogate. You're going to be having digital surrogates in the metaverse, and that's what it is on the surface level.
So when I see people put on those glasses, they're in that 3D reality. Actually, I saw YouTube the other day has a 3D option for some videos. Is that the metaverse?
Yes. So Google, Apple, other large tech companies that are doing their own same things, trying to get as many people trapped in these digital worlds as possible.
So, for us, I guess, because Brian's, you care if I tell him you're 40?
No, I don't care.
Yeah, so Brian's 40, I'm 30-something, 30, about to 30, whatever, and 31. I'm going to be 31 March 20th. Cash at me. We can talk about it. So, Jeff, well, you're almost 32. The generations that we're from, it doesn't make sense to me to put on the freaking glasses and do that all. But, realistically, Brian, you have kids, right? Like, for them.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's not going to... What disturbed me was there's corporations talking about doing their business meetings through this thing. I don't know if you heard about that, Jeff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to your point about that movie, it's basically going to be this new world where even we conduct business in it. I mean, and if you look at all the stuff with all the... what's Bitcoin? They have all the cryptocurrencies being in there now, the blockchain. So I mean, this is beyond just gaming. This is becoming like an alternate life, is what it is.
Yeah, the a company called just had it. Company called Magic Leap. The CEO, Peggy Johnson, currently sits on the board of directors of BlackRock, the same ones buying up all the land, controlling your finances, bigger than Vanguard. They're the biggest financial company in the world, owning the most assets out of anybody in the world. They are all in this together at the top, at the most powerful levels, certainly the tech companies. And if you want to learn more about the why to all they're doing this, I recommend going into James Corbett's The Corbett Report and watching his 2 documentaries on how and why big oil conquered the world. That really shows you the hidden narratives and the histories of all this. Another article from James Corbett that I would highly recommend is the Bio-Digital Convergence. This goes right along with ID 2020, as well as the World Economic Forum's pushes for where you'll own nothing and be happy, as well as this metaverse and augmented reality.
There's no denying there's a connection between the metaverse and you'll own nothing and be happy, because the metaverse is a fake reality. Yet, they're proving you can buy things in it with NFTs, things of that nature. Which, although I'm an artist and I even have a following, or even like people, whatever, you're here, we meet with people, the show's known, but not, we're not famous enough. We need you guys still to hang up. Point being, we can go wherever people combine to take themselves, but only if they recognize, I think, the issue now. And that's where you and your group comes into play. And that's why we're meeting today. So, though they took down that article about you can own nothing, or you will own nothing. You will own nothing. You're gonna love it. They took that article down though. They're
too soon.
Right. I do think it's interesting that I didn't know he was behind the metaverse as well. So definitely they're thinking about what you're gonna do with your time, right? Like, it's not like they're just proposing a mass killing off of people, although I think that might be their goal with some of their medical procedures. They're also proposing a way to, like, take your time, energy, and life, but without taking it. Does that make sense? Because the metaverse is still capitalizing on the gains that you bring to society as someone with your purchasing dollar matters, right? Your vote matters, even if it's just a suggestion, as it's proven to be by the last few elections. Your vote still matters because it's a way of influencing and tracking things. So they want your vote, they want your dollar, they want your time. They might even want some of you alive, but just not here, right? In the metaverse.
Well, of course, your most valuable assets is your time, your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. And what have they been doing for the past 100, 150 years? Trying to control your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, and your time. And our actions come from our thoughts, which come from our feelings, and that is what manifests the reality we live in. So it really comes back to the question of what is our morality? Where are we aligned? What do we value? Do we value the theft of property of everyone's? Do we value stealing from our neighbors? Do we value murdering each other? Do we value loving each other? Do we value knowledge? Do we value the truth? Do we value community and learning and helping one another strive to understand ourselves in the microcosm and try to understand the world around us in the macrocosm? That is the goal, to try to confuse us of our morality.
Coming up, we got Prosper, SO.
Shall prosper, eh? Everything nice. Me and my catching years I've been missing. I've been up and down, wrecking my brain. Trying to figure out what has been later. I know he's gonna make this thing right in time, so I thank God for his faith. Cause I've been up way too early, way too hardy. Pray my God to heal somebody. Music gon' change your body up. Better come join this party. Way too early, way too hardy. Pray my God to heal somebody. Music gon' change your body up. Better come join this party. Pray no weapon formed against you will prosper. We've been down so long now it's time to prosper. Pray no weapon formed against you will prosper. We've been down so long now it's time to prosper. Hey, go mommy, tell daddy sorry. We don't wanna hurt nobody. We just wanna dance and sorry. Hey, 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 go mommy, tell Gigi sorry. We don't wanna hurt nobody. We just wanna dance and sorry. Hey.
We're back! We're here to talk freely, but with tact, to you, our listener, about what your future might be like. You should think about it, because your future is impacted by decisions you make right now. Today we briefly touched on the metaverse, truth, and played some good music. That's my opinion. Let's get to some solutions.
Yeah, so now we've understand why, kind of, and how, and what they have in store for us. The fact of the matter is, it doesn't have to be if you don't want it to be. It is all manifest of your actions, your daily actions. You have a choice in all this, and that is an important choice. So what can we do about it? So there are terms such as the counter economy, agorism, and freedom, and classical libertarianism that all we can practice each and every day. Things like growing our community. Imagine the impact that we would have if everybody closed their Chase bank accounts tomorrow. You don't think that would cause a ripple in the system? What do you think if everybody changed to Linux tomorrow? You don't think that would have a ripple in the system for Microsoft's bottom line, Apple's bottom line? Switching your browser over to Brave or Tor even, that would definitely hit the bottom line hard. So these are all just simple things, as well as voting with your dollar. We do this every single day, paying with cash as much as possible, getting away from Walmart, getting away from the big box stores, and going down to your local mom and pop shops. That's what it's all about. That's why they've been shut down for the last 2 years, because they don't want us doing that. It's easy to know what our solutions are. Just do the opposite of what they want us to do. And that's how we can fight back and claim our freedoms in alliance with the truth every single day. And that's why you have your choice. Either pander to their narrative or make your own.
So, I disagree with the thought that rebelling all the time is the right way. But in this case, I think what we're talking about is that rebelling is actually the right thing to do. Obedience to tyranny is basically co-signing it. So, why agree to the tyranny that you disagree with? If you see something in society and culture being forced, if you see, which I think all of you can see, like I don't have to speak too broadly to it, but if you can see this in your lives, I think we're calling you today to action, to either hold on to a freedom that you think is leaving, because you could hold on to it. You don't have to let go of it. Or be aware that your vote, your dollar, your soul counts. So, as a Christian, I'm pleading for you to come to know Jesus. Jeff, as a logician, is pleading for you. Make common sense decisions. Brian, what are you doing? You're texting?
No.
What's your words?
I'm just listening, taking it all in. It's very interesting.
What's your suggestion for the people?
To know Jesus.
Because we are also on the Know Jesus team. But you're with the common sense. We're with common sense too, are we not?
Yeah, but if you read your Bible, it shows all this happening anyway. So.
Touche. Revelations 9 and 10, gentlemen, ladies. We appreciate everybody who tuned in. I think we'll talk a little bit more with Jeff. Put that up in a separate video here. If you want to get involved, how can they reach out to you? Check out freedomcells.org. That's freedomcells.org. But specifically, Jeff, what's your contact info or info that people can reach out to you at?
Yeah, definitely freedomcells.org. Put in the search box either your zip code or Monco FC, Monco Freedom Cells. We have our own Freedom Cell with our group chat link in the header of that group. But me personally, I also have a podcast and I write on my blog as well, gooff.com, GOAUF.com. So the podcast is Go Off with Jeff Hippauf, or you send me an email at contact@gooff.com.
All right, that's gooff.com or contact@gooff.com, GOAUF. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks a lot, Ben. Thanks for having me.
This is Zach Gray, and you're tuned into the Most Humble Show on Uptown Radio Philly, 98.5 FM.
Come follow me now, no. Light up and shine, yeah. Come follow me now. If you not ready for your change, come follow me now, no. You hear me now? Me put a fire to burn every negative vibes. We try to discharge the minds of the children, 'cause their hearts are filled with hate. How we make sure that love can flow again. Come follow me now, I'm ready again. Ready to blaze dirty Babylon ways. No one no semi-automatic AKs. No try to act to the wealth of the grave, yeah. I'm just trying to change the life of you. Get ready to recruit again. Evil words may not promote them. See one by one, shine your light them up. Let's kick evil out of town, yeah. See one by one, shine your light them up. Shine your light, I beg you, shine your light to know. See one by one, shine your light them up. Let's kick evil out of town, yeah. See one by one, shine your light them up. Shine your light, I beg you, shine your light to know. Well, I am positive and I tell them to beware. Now look on me humility and things that me fear. Goliaths are wrong, but I got my stone and my sling. Ready to fight against what stands against my king. Deception is like a growing tumor. Some dress like Gucci, but I really Puma. Some love tell half truth, but I really rumor. All the box, but them a scooter. I'm just trying to change the life of you. To recruit again, evil words may not promote them. See one by one, shine your light them up. Let's kick evil out of town, yeah. See one by one, shine your light them up. Shine your light, I beg you, shine your light to know. See one by one, shine your light them up. Let's kick evil out of town, yeah. See one by one, shine your light them up. Shine your light, I beg you, shine your light to know. I'm from a place where dreams are far-fetched. That no mean me have to steal. Living a life under the blood of Jesus. For real, yo. Well, if I no Christ, say we a preach. Little Johnny, I got ton shooter. And that's the truth, yeah. The problem have to start from the root, yeah. Select how we pull up that one, yeah. See one by one, shine your light them up. Let's get evil out of town, yeah. See one by one, shine your light them up.
Yeah. Oh, fire general. Chaka Pro. Let we go. Yeah. I I tried to do this by myself and I fail. Put the trust in myself and I fail. Thought that I could fight the fight and prevail. So me jump in my car and I bail out. I was speeding, crashing into people, fences, breaking lights and overtaking in the wrong lane. Now I realize I don't know nothing about driving. I give the keys to the professional. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Cause I can't live without you. I can't move without you. Only you can take me safely. Yeah. So many times we feel we're too good, we're too strong and we can't crash. Never even taking time to read the manual. Lord, I'm tired of defeat. I sit down in the passenger seat. Only you could take me through obstacles on the street. I was speeding, crashing into people, fences, breaking lights and overtaking in the wrong lane. Now I realize I don't know nothing about driving. I give the keys to the professional. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. I can't live without you. I can't move without you. Only you can take me safely. Oh, you lead, I go follow. I go follow. Put everything in your hands. Lord, you lead, I go follow. I go follow. Put everything in your hands. Cause I was speeding, crashing into people, fences, breaking lights and overtaking in the wrong lane. Now I realize I don't know nothing about driving. I give the keys to the professional. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Oh, nah, nah. I can't live without you. I can't move without you. Only you can take me safely. Jesus, take the wheel. Lord, take the wheel. I can't live without you. I can't move without you. Only you can take me safely, Jesus.
Yeah, John the Baptist out the wilderness. Yeah, I be on my preach, I be on my preach. Jesus in my speech. That's a top billboard song, y'all download for free. I be up under blood, baby, you call me a leech. Acting tough, saved by the bell, I call you a screech. You can't touch, that's that Mayweather, I come with the D. Got that haymaker, wow, make you bow, bow. I be chopping bars, that's that Kong Lao. In the Welling Pow, I ain't talking 50, I ain't got a front, I can bring it with me. Touched by an angel, I ain't talking Whitney. Helping Kuntas out, that's a Eli Whitney. Yeah, I'm on the preach like a sermon. Gotta tell the truth just to turn men. Hop up in the booth, feel a strong wind. That's the Holy Ghost, I'm about to go in. I be on the wall, Berlin. Sick and circumcision, Abram. Initiated in the family, birthed in. Boy, you know I got the wave surfing. Yeah, waiting on a window, curtain. Just to tell them what I know for certain. Kingdom living sopranos, the high end. And even though I'm not hog mob, I'm mobbing. Yeah. I'm in too deep, this world can't keep me. Grace and mercy, all the days of my life.
Pick your head up, little homie, man, where your faith at? Hey, everything that was stolen, the time we take back. If you forget, it's the empty tomb we will save that. My Jesus came out so mighty, like where the grave at. Hey, me and my man, you can catch me in the Bible study. And Satan hate me, you can never take my Bible from me. I got the fire with demon, man, Jesus light it for me. It's all consuming, you see the Red Sea divided for me. And now I'm walking through the water like a Moses dove. Look how I stomp on my enemies who opposes though. I got a slingshot like David, it's time to rock and roll. You know I'm chosen though, that Holy Ghost I overload. Hey, back then I had player haters. Nowadays like And I ain't trippin' on them naysayers. Yeah, I still love them, we all know, man, it get greater later. I hear your word inside my heart, so I don't sin against you. Hey, I forever represent you and the one that sent you. I promise God to do my part with no hidden agenda. See your love, I remember. Yes, I truly surrender.
I'm in too deep. This world can't keep me. Grace and mercy, all the days of my life. Yeah, you can't keep me. Oh, grace and mercy, all the days of my
life. 1 2 1 2. Yeah. Special dedication to my brothers and sisters on the great continent of Africa. The saints in Malawi, Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Zimbabwe. Don't be deceived by what America's sending y'all, man. Let me begin. While there's still ink left in my pen, I'm set to contend. For truth, you can bet will offend. Deception within the church, man, who's letting them in. We talked about this years ago. Let's address it again. Yeah, and I ain't really trying to start beef, but some who claim to be part of the sheep got some sharp teeth. And cats get mean when you criticize them, but Jesus told us Matthew 7:16 we can recognize them. And God forbid that for the love of some fans I keep quiet and watch them die with their blood on my hands. So there's nothing left for me to do except to speak to you in the spirit of Jude 3 and 2 Peter 2. And I know that some will label me a Pharisee, because today the only heresy is saying that there's heresy. I'll dare to be specific and drop some clarity on the popularity of the gospel of prosperity. Turn off TBN, that channel is overrated. The pastors speak bogus statements, financially motivated. It's kinda like a pyramid scheme. Visualize heretics Christianizing the American dream. It's foul and deceitful, they're lying to people, teaching that camels squeeze through the eye of a needle. Ungodly and wicked, ask yourself, how can they not be convicted? Treating Jesus like a lottery ticket. And you're thinking they're not the dangerous type, cause some of the statements are right. That only proves that Satan comes as an angel of light. This teaching can't be believed without a cost. The lie is you can achieve a crown without a cross. And I hear it all the time when they speak on the block. Even unbelievers are shocked how they're fleecing the flock. It should be obvious then, yeah, I'll explain why it's sin. Peep the Bible, it's sin. 1 Timothy 6, 9 and 10. It talks about how the desire for riches has left many souls on fire and stitches, mired in ditches. Tell me, who would teach you to pursue as a goal the very thing that the Bible says will ruin your soul, huh? Yet they're encouraging the love of money. To make it worse, they've exported this garbage into other countries. My heart breaks even now as I'm rhyming. You wanna know what all false teachers have in common? What? It's called selfism, the fastest growing religion. They just dress it up and call it Christian. Don't be deceived by this funny biz. If you come to Jesus for money, then he's not your God. Money is. Jesus is not a means to an end. The gospel is he came to redeem us from sin. And that is the message, forever I'll yell. If you're living your best life now, you're headed for hell. Talk to him. Joel Osteen, false teacher. Let him know. Creflo Dollar is a false teacher. Who else? Benny Hinn is a false teacher. I know they're popular, but don't let them deceive ya. Talk to him. T.D. Jakes is a false teacher. Tell the truth. Joyce Meyer is a false teacher. Let them know. Paula White is a false teacher. Use your discernment, let the Bible lead ya. Keep going. Fred Price is a false teacher. Tell the truth. Kenneth Copeland is a false teacher. Who else? Robert Tilton is a false teacher. I know they're popular, but don't let them deceive ya. Talk to them. Eddie Long is a false teacher. Let them know. Juanita Bynum is a false teacher. Who else? Paul Crouch is a false teacher. Use your discernment, let the Bible lead ya.
But false prophets also arose among the people, just as there will be false teachers among you, who will secretly bring in destructive heresies, even denying the master who bought them, bringing upon themselves swift destruction. And many will follow their sensuality, and because of them, the way of truth will be blasphemed. And in their greed, they will exploit you with false words. Their condemnation from long ago is not idle, and their destruction is not asleep. 2 Peter 2, 1 through 3.
Yeah.
Come with me, run with me, I'm up at 3. Scrummaging through another beat. To float like a butterfly, sting like a butterfree. Y'all blow with the wind, some tumbleweeds. I don't blow with the wind, I blow when he win. That's humbling, spit more crack than humpity dumpity. My company trill, the summary still suffer Achilles ugly. On Southside, they still suddenly. Leo body suddenly slump, Pepe Le Pew, son of a skunk. You see me weeping cause we treat Jesus like he a genie. I seek the tree where he freed the sheep, you know he complete me. Your demons creepy, believe in me with the heebie-jeebie. We see the steamy, egregious busy on frequent TV. He comes in various forms, the scariest storms, leaving marriages torn, he's very informed. Every day we getting buried or born, he's there at your door with a Valerian sword. I'm declaring the Lord will carry us on. It's crazy, he ain't very understood, with all the sin he had to carry underwood. Cross on his back, he offered us love, we ain't offer it back. We just mock and attack, then fall in the trap of derailed humans with seatbelts loosened who need help chewing. I revamp truth like I'm C.S. Lewis, that's Narnia, men of a part of my trivia. God is my witness, I fought on my chin when the Father is in, just to tremble at his tibias. Attack that syllable with a backpack minimal, get a hashtag killing you. Got a fat gap pack for a bad tactical, sad rap criminal. The clap back critical, get a trash back sent to you. Evict me sin like a sad past 10 on the 5th of June. If it's due, I'm a lab rap miracle, I laugh at intervals. You got a snack pack, knapsack ritual. I will bounce over Baghdad, any dude. Got no time for you Squidward, tentacle monsters. Interview stalkers, picking apart my every sentence department with all that sentence at your living room closet. Still got the nerve to send me an audit. I'm a Christian, but I'm falling, trying to finish what he started. With a penny to my wallet, had to get it from the bottom. I'ma kill it, I'ma call it. Show no. Need a lighter, free the freedom fighter. Reignite the weakest fire, we inspire. Reaching 3 and higher, Sigma Sire, leave the liar. They know I'm next, but don't wanna release the air. Like a leaking tire. My leisure time is spent redefining reason. Rhyme a reason, I'm the reason. Rhyme is even kinda reaching guys and freeing minds that need the light. You see the signs that lead to life. Read my lines, I get realigned. My flesh, but not for show. I wreck the lapido. I test the proper flow till you digest the audible. If you come from the conundrum with a gun's drum, then you ought to know. We love up in every dun 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 dun. That was already loaded. Next 10-second inception organized. I employ your mind, homie, don't ignore the signs. This is for the 45 foreign guys. Let me open up a portal in your mortal mind. I was born in 91, before the heavy D's. Teleported back to 72 and 73. My name is the first hip-hop melody. I carry the core hip-hop recipe. Jehovah, yeah. 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 Oh, 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 oh. Yeah.
Hey man, I always wanted to do this one right here, man. Picture me rolling, nah, picture me growing. Straight up. Kingdom remix, KMF, Yo, Twan. Hey, Woo would've loved this one, bro. Yeah. Hey, y'all eyes on me, guys' eyes on me. The accuser of the brother switching sides on me. Tryna lie on me, wanna ride on me. I'm a Bible told her, baby, you can find it on me. We got 4 Christians, they KMF. We praying fast, screaming Jesus Christ every time we pass. Hey, let me flip this Machiavelli, tell her picture me rolling. I'm a sanctified soldier, see the scriptures I'm holding. I'm a Texas Chicano, I preach the good news to the cholos. I know that you say, cause I can see it in your ojos. Hey, they say Brenda got a baby, man, but Brenda wanna give up. Gotta get you through it, just get better, don't get bitter. And everywhere I go, they tell me, sure they wanna be a thug. That ain't really what Shorty need, Shorty need some Jesus. And mama checking in my room, but listen, I'm not there. Wednesday service, Bible study, yeah, I'm about my prayer. Ain't got time for all that whining, I know life ain't fair. Hey, got to lick control, so you know I'm not. I used to listen to Pac, I used to think he was the realest. And everything he rapping like he was speaking my feelings. Ambitions of a rider, and troublesome was my favorite. But I couldn't even see that this message promoted Satan. Hey, I was bumping Machiavelli, I was running through the red lights. I hear driving Melly in the nighttime with no headlights. 87 colors, we keep passing them state troopers. Hey, sirens all behind me, I keep turning up my music. Hey, years later, after years of answered prayer, I gave up gangsta music, cause my love for Christ is greater. Hey, I grew up bumping Pac, twin and Woo with double shots. Now I'm not bumping Pac, cause some music is all eyes on me, guys' eyes on me. The accuser of the brother switching sides on me. Tryna lie on me, wanna ride on me. I'm a Bible told her, baby, you can find it on me. We got 4 Christians, KMF. We praying fast, screaming Jesus Christ every time we pass. Yo, hey, we were living in a hotel, we were bumping Dear Mama. I don't wanna see you hurting, let me wipe the tears, mama. Pick my weight up with my hate and pay it back when I'm bigger. Pick my weight up with my faith, I put my faith in these scriptures. Hey, I see bloods, I see Crips running up the hill. Now they running to the altar, now their souls get healed. It's a trip, how things can shift when the truth's revealed. And deception can get exposed, we dispose it still. Hey, it's beautiful to my ears when I hear them say it's free. It's beautiful I bail through the empty hole. Let me sing a prayer call. Remember, I'm not mad at you. Homeboy, I got love for y'all. Town to town, we get around. KMF, we hold it down. Bombing on the opposition. Satan hates this holy sound. I grew up bumping pop. Twin and woo with double shots. Now I'm not bumping pop. Some music's a stumbling block. I grew up bumping pop. Twin and woo with double shots. Now I'm not bumping pop. Some music's
All
a stumbling
eyes
block.
on me, God's eyes on me. The accuser of the brother, switching sides on me. Tryna lie on me, wanna ride on me. I'm a Bible toter, baby, you can find it on me.
We got 4 Christians, AKMF. We praying fast, screaming Jesus Christ every time we pass. Yo, they 4 Christians, we KMF. We praying fast, screaming Jesus Christ every time we pass. God's eyes on me.
Take my rings, just do crazy stuff that I'll never forget. You know, also I had haters out there, and it's always like that. Wherever you from, you will get hated the most. You know, most rappers die in their own city. It's a fact.
Cool. I wanna have a funeral before I die. Why I ain't gotta watch it from the sky. Why I can actually pick my suit and tie, and you can look me in my eyes, and I can hear you tell me that I'm fly. When mama says she love me, I reply, and she ain't gotta cry. And we ain't wasting money on a casket. I'm posted in the middle of the aisle. My homies palm bearers, suited up, we looking like some spies, but we ain't civilized. I wanna celebrate while I'm alive, while I can still see the sunrise. Party with the girls and all the guys, blood running through my thighs, and I can hear what everybody's saying. I can hear the music playing, dancing to the choir while they singing. Tell me that you love me while I'm living. Hug me now while I can still feel it. Or do I gotta die? Or you gon' wait for me to close my eyes to tell me how you really feel inside? My daddy is a reverend. He kept me out the streets like intersection. Went to school and I got cool with my professors, but I wasn't learning lessons. I graduated college by finessing off of free Wi-Fi. It wasn't good, but I made some good connections. You don't need no letter recommendation when you trapping. All I need is God. I'm thinking I shouldn't have to buy a blessing. Performing at these parties where I don't know nobody got me stressing. Hope they're not paying attention to my section. The look she giving me is interesting, but if a man don't approve, then I can lose, cause I ain't bring a weapon. Who me? I'm just a rapper. I'm not a gangster. I don't know the rules. I started off this verse by saying my daddy is a reverend. People disrespectful. They gon' call you out your name until you die. And when you leave, they gon' try and call you a legend. I believe in Jesus, so I know I'm going to heaven, but I wanna have a funeral before I die. Why I ain't gotta watch it from the sky. Why I can actually pick my suit and tie, and you can look me in my eyes, and I can hear you tell me that I'm fly. When mama says she love me, I reply, and she ain't gotta cry. And we ain't wasting money on a casket. I'm posted in the middle of the aisle. My homies palm bearers, suited up, we looking like some spies, but we ain't civilized. I wanna celebrate while I'm alive, while I can still see the sunrise. Party with the girls and all the guys, blood running through my thighs, and I can hear what everybody's saying. I can hear the music playing, dancing to the choir while they singing. Tell me that you love me while I'm living. Hug me now while I can still feel it. Or do I gotta die? Or you gon' wait for me to close my eyes to tell me how you really feel inside?
Birds flying high, sun in the sky, sun in the sky. You know how I feel. Birds flying high, breeze drifting on by. You know how I feel. Birds flying high, sun in the sky, sun in the sky. You know how I feel. It's the new dawn.
listening to community radio at its best. Uptown Radio, WJYN, 98.5 FM, serving Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The opinions of this program are not the opinions of the station management or the Uptown Entertainment and Development Corporation.